Let me ask you something. Have you ever opened your crypto portfolio, looked at XRP and felt absolutely nothing? No excitement, no movement, no hype, just flat. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is dumping, then pumping, then dumping again. Other altcoins are flying out of nowhere, and XRP just sits there. And at some point you start thinking, why am I even holding this? If that sounds familiar, this video is for you. Because what's happening with XRP right now is one of the most misunderstood situations in the entire crypto market. And ironically, that misunderstanding might be exactly where the opportunity is. My name is Walter, and I spend way too much time thinking about where to invest my money. If you're someone who wants to understand crypto instead of reacting emotionally to every candle, make sure you're subscribed. Now look, most people believe XRP is failing because the price hasn't moved. In crypto, price action is everything. If it's not pumping, people assume it's dead. If it's not trending on Twitter, it must be irrelevant. But here's the first uncomfortable truth. Price is the last thing serious players care about. Retail investors stare at charts all day. Institutions stare at systems. Retail asks, when moon? Institutions ask, can this handle billions in volume every single day under regulation? And that difference completely changes how you look at XRP. Here's what most people don't realize. XRP was never designed to be exciting. It was designed to work. The XRP Ledger isn't being upgraded for traders chasing green candles. It's being upgraded for real-world financial infrastructure. Faster settlement times, lower transaction costs, high throughput and reliability. Built-in features like automated market makers, tokenization, and compliance-friendly tools. This is boring stuff, and boring is exactly what institutions want. Nobody got excited about payment rails. Nobody hyped back-end banking systems. But without that boring foundation, nothing else worked. Infrastructure adoption does not move prices gradually. It moves prices suddenly. For a long time, nothing happens. Then one day, everything happens at once. This is what most investors get wrong. They expect price to lead adoption. In reality, adoption leads price. When real demand finally meets limited liquidity, price doesn't politely climb. It reacts violently. And XRP is built specifically for high-volume transactions. That means even relatively small increases in real usage can have outsized effects on price. Now, maybe you're thinking, okay, Walter, but if XRP is so solid, why hasn't it already exploded? Fair question. And the answer isn't technical, it's psychological. Markets move on narratives before they move on fundamentals. People buy excitement. They sell boredom. They chase what's already pumping and abandon what's quiet. They want confirmation, not preparation. Smart money does the opposite. They accumulate when nobody's paying attention. They position before headlines. They invest before the story becomes obvious. And this is where patience becomes the real edge. Because holding something that isn't exciting feels uncomfortable. There's no dopamine hit, no constant validation, no social proof, just silence. But silence doesn't mean nothing is happening. Often it means the foundation is being built. I'm not here to tell you XRP will definitely explode tomorrow. Anyone who promises that is lying to you. What I am saying is this: the conditions matter more than the candles. Infrastructure matters more than hype. And when systems are ready, price eventually follows. Not on your timeline, not on Twitter's timeline, but on reality's timeline. If you understand that, you already think differently than most investors. So the real question isn't, why isn't XRP pumping right now? The real question is, do I actually understand what I'm holding? Because in crypto, the biggest moves usually come from the projects everyone ignored right before they mattered. So comment below. Are you watching XRP carefully, or have you already written it off? And if you want to understand the crypto market without hype, panic, or emotional decisions, check out the next video.